This is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video number 62. I gotta tell you, I have tried to create this video 3 separate times, and every time I was interrupted by a whole bunch of stuff. So this is my 4th try, and hopefully I can get it all done without any interruption. I want a few videos ago, could have been around when I was doing maybe videos in the 20s, where I talked about creating a file, text files, using fwrite. And if you wanted to read, right, fread, and then if, of course, you wanted to open, it will be a fopen. That should always be first. Then once you've done everything, you can close it up by doing an fclose. Oops, daisy. Okay, remember that. But what we want to talk about today is another better way. And this, I mean, this is okay. You can do this. This is more like an old way of doing it. It's not deprecated or anything like that. I don't think so, but you can use it. I just like to do the more better up-to-date deal. So I would say something like file underscore put, because you're putting stuff into a file. So it would be something like this. Of course, you put the s, comma. Now this has 2 arguments. You have your file name. We'll put it over here, and of course you're going to put your content. It's kind of how that goes. And then you have another one where you want, after you have created it, you want to read the stuff. You just say get underscore contents, and it will be just the file name. Let's just put it here, file name. But we'll talk about that in a few seconds. Okay. So I just thought I'd mention just this part because I think I forgot to mention this on another video. I don't know. But people were asking. So let's try doing this anyway, right? Oh yeah, by the way, when you do create a file and it's there, and then you try creating that same file, it'll write over it. Unless you use some kind of flag called file, what is it? File underscore append. And that means append to the back of that file. And if you could add all kinds of stuff, you could do for line breaks, you could do all kinds of stuff. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we're gonna do that. I mean, I should have kept that anyway. Let me see. We'll go back. We could keep it. Yeah, there you go. We'll keep that. We can get rid of this. This we'll just put to the side. How about that? And we're going to create a file name. Let's get it a. Let's see. Let's do a content part first. Content. What do you think, guys? Contents. Okay. As long as you know that that variable is going to hold information that you're going to put in the file. Let's do something silly. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. The reason why I didn't say that is because I was looking at Michael Jackson Thriller, and when my wife and I start watching videos like music videos, we kind of binge, and it had a whole bunch of Michael Jackson songs. Okay, so let's say we got that right, and then we want to name a file. I mean, we could do this. Listen, we can go like this, file name, like that. And I don't know, let's call it, let's do something that'll be easy for us to what? Sorry, let's just say test new file. How about that? .txt, like that, see? This is the name of the file, and then what you do is you take this information. This will be the first argument, and this will be the second argument. I mean, I can do a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's okay. Let's do save it. Let's run it. How do we know if it worked? Let's give it a right here. But here it goes. New text. What is it? Test new file. Test new file. Let's click on it, and it should say ABC 1 2 3. And here it goes. ABC 1 2 3. Pretty good though, right? You could have just did this, believe it or not. You could have just did that. It'll work, but it's good to do like this. It becomes dynamic. All right, so we'll do that. That's the test. So we can explain that once you do it again, once you run this again, it's gonna write over it. But I don't want to. Let's change this to, I don't know, A B C D F 987. Okay, how about that? So now, once you save it and you run it, that would be this one. Okay, let's go back to that directory situation. Let's give it a shot. I don't know, for some reason it's like slow, and this is my local host, to tell you the truth. But why? Yeah, well, obviously you see it right here. Let me see. Let's go down. This is how I like to do it. I go back down, then I go right back up, and then I look for it, because remember I saved this afterwards. So let's see. Let's go do it again. Okay, let's try it again. And here it goes. EDF 987. Isn't that great? So if you wanted to add something else, let's go back to the ABC and let's put a little line there. ABC 1 2 3. Save it. And don't forget, we got to do that flag. What is the name of that flag? File_append. Save it. Run it. Just give it a few seconds. Should be there. Directory. Let's go. Boom. Move it back up. Let's click on it. Nope, not yet. Click on it. There it goes. See how slow that was? What was it? DEF 97 hyphen ABC 1 2 3. This is good stuff, right? Now let's talk about this thing called. Now that I kind of mentioned this, I mean, hopefully I didn't really forget. There is probably a video out there discussing this particular function. Oh wait, by the way, let's try something else too, so we don't. Before I go on to the base 64 encode, what is it? NT. We'll do that, and we're gonna say $current, and I want to do is file, and I want to get that information. Get, and with your contents, you know, you can even get information from a web server. I mean, from a website. They'll put that in. I think I definitely, yeah, I think I did show you how this is done in some other video. If I remember, I'll put it at the description. Anyway, we're here, right? And we're gonna put this information right in there. Don't forget that semicolon. Let's save it. Where was that? Oh, you know, wait a minute, before we even do that, we need to, ooh, excuse me guys. I'm so sorry. I said I was just trying not to get interrupted and that alarm went off. So sorry guys. I was making Hawaiian sweet rolls. And I'm doing them with egg whites. Fantastic. It tastes great. Alright, so we got this information and we want to echo that variable that has that information that we got from the file. And let's do this. Let's see. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Save it. Boom. There it goes. See how wonderful that is? So now let's get into the base to encode a given string, right, to a base 64. I wasn't even going to do a video about it, but somebody approached me about this. I'm like, okay. And I tried to explain to him, excuse me, that the base 64 is used to encode like binary data as printable text. You know, like those binary data, like zeros, one to printable text, how you convert them. You know? So, so what this base 64 does, it allows you to transport like binary over protocol, right, or mediums that cannot handle binary data formats and require like a simple text from it. So you would need that base 64. There's other ones too, but base 64. So what it does, it uses like a 6-bit character group into a 24-bit sequence. So you got like a 6-base group, and if it depends on how big the string is, it can grow to a sequence of 24 bits. So so what you do is you take that, right? Now the base 64 encoded data, right? What it does, the hyphen, let me see, how is it spelled? It would be something like base 64 encode, like that. And that would do, you know, that takes like about 33% or more spaces than the original data, so kind of like adds that. So this encoding is like designed like to make this binary data transport, like I mentioned, through like transport layers, you know, like HTTP. It's got a lot of different protocols, right? The different layers. I'll explain that in another video. So, you know, successfully, and it's not, it encodes it and it gives you like the encryption and stuff like that. But let me just show you. It's so much better to just see it. I mean, I can just keep talking about it. Let me see, dollar. Let's see, text. Oh, that makes more sense, right? Let's say we do like the secret of the what should I say? Heavens. I don't know why I thought about that. Let's see, heavens, man, heavens, secret of the heaven. Like if we, wait a minute, let's do this. Make this a text, All right. So now what I do is I say dollar. Let's give it in. Let's put it in a encode. Let's say encode, and then we're gonna say base 64. Where are we? Underscore encode. Did I space 64 encode? Okay, let's do the that, and let's put this guy in there. Okay, let's go down a little bit, and now let's say let's echo this thing. Let's do let's cut and paste. I'm more of a cut and paste guy. I mean, I type a lot of things over sometimes, but all right, let's do this, and boom, see? Craziness. The secret of the heavens gets you all this stuff. It's just weird, right? And if you wanted to like put it back, right? It's like I want to send this to somebody, and that person has this particular one, this section. What is it called? Echo base 64. Decode, and let's put this guy in there. Semicolon. Let's put a little space situation here so that way about this. Save it, run it. Boop. Why didn't it jump down? That's because this needs to be here. There you go. This here is what this is. See, if you're sending some like secret stuff, send it like this. Then on their end, they'll have this. Okay, and that's how you can decode it so you can see what the guy's saying. And then you got this thing called the serialize. Let me see. Another built-in function. Serialize like that. That's right. That uses, you know, PHP uses a lot of different things, but so if you use that function, PHP uses to serialize the given array, like a given array. So when you do like use this function, it accepts a single parameter, which is the data that we want to serialize, and return a serialized string. You're gonna see it looks so weird. It's not. Let me just show you. I'm going to show you anyway. So the format can, you know, serialize like a PHP primitives and compound types. So all we need is to store a complex array like in a database or in a file from PHP, you know, and the complex array are arrays with elements that has more than one data types of an array or array. So all you have to use the serial to accomplish this. And let's say we were, I know it's a little weird. When I saw that information, I was like, wow, this is kind of, how the hell are we supposed to? Then I ran that there's something called the unserialized. So let's say we have like an array like this. And then you want to do the squares. I mean, yeah, the square brackets. And we're going to say, excuse me, sirs and girls. Okay, if you're looking at my videos, let's go red, blue, and orange. Oops, oopsie daisy, and then we'll go like this. where is it? Oh, there you go, right there. Okay, so then if you want to echo this in a weird format, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Let's see, serialize underscore dollar array. Did I spell array before? Yes, I did. Yeah, see, say, there you go. See this? This is serialization. So what happens is on the other end, you need to split these things up. You can do it like the wrong way, but why do that when PHP has another function that puts it back? So if I did like, I don't know, what should we say? Let's put this inside an array. Let's see. Okay, that gotta go away. We go like this, we say back, and then we say serialize. Why don't we just cut and paste this? Like that. Social space there, I don't like it. So if you did that, right, you see the array, blah, 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 then you want to, we say put back, right? So what you do is you print it back. So you want to see what an array looks like. Remember that command, print underscore R, that's what does it. Print underscore R, semicolon, and then within here, we just use, let's use this thing right here. What the hell, let's just spell it ourselves. Unserialize. Then you have your little let's see, like that. Okay, so this will, you put this inside here, copy. I mean, you can do this in a lot of different ways. Let me see, did I spell that right? Unserialize. Back up, right? And you got the thing called back, and it should, see, once you do that, you can also go send it back. So let's do this. That should give it to you. It's gonna look ugly first, but I just wanted to, matter of fact, let's do a echo. Let's do this, you know, so we can sort of jump down so it doesn't look all, there you go, see? How about if we do, let's take, we'll put this over here, we'll say print R, let's move it down, use this, see, okay, let's do the old jump-a-doody. See, this stuff is what this is now. And then when you want to turn it back, look, it looks the same. For to make this look a little prettier, remember that command, the pre. Just go pre like that. Here I'm going to say echo. Wow, I can smell the ginger. And then kind of can do the same thing. Let's cut this right here. And let's move this down. Okay. Boom. There you go. It's nice, right? I wonder if we could use, I never tried that, but it would be a good experiment if we can, well, we did that part. Where is it? Where's it going? This one right here. I wonder if it could be done. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe another time. I gotta figure it out. Because I thought if I can use this and make it look like this, but it's gonna look at this as the one string thing. So okay. All right. So basically that's it. So there's another one, right, called a like to split stuff. So if we did, like, you know how you get those weird like stuff over here? We call them query strings, where they have all kinds of plus and the ampersand code equals to something, and you want to say, well, I want to read that, but I also want to split that whole thing. You can use this thing called preg split. What is it? Let's get rid of this. We're not doing anything with it. Let's do $word and then equals. And let's do something like equals. Not equals semicolon. So let's do something like I love PHP, and then you want to put in like the function or anything. Could be anything really. And let's make it hard. Equals to param. You've seen that, right? Then you're gonna put a plus sign. Then remember an argument. The argument, because that's basically what it is, plus the value. It doesn't matter how I spell that there. That's good enough. Let's see. Comma, function, let's take that out, so I don't have to deal with that. And then let's take all these little spaces, because basically that's not what it looks like when you have it here, unless it's under a quotes. Let's see, we got, that's even harder to, we keep this like that, then we'll keep the, let's do this function. Let me see, we'll do fine. Yeah, we could just keep it like that. Let's see what it looks like. Echoes $word. Did you get coffee? You guys drank any coffee? There you go. See, I love you, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's do the, what is this thing here? That's why. Let's see. Okay, good. So what happens is you got that, now you want to split it, right? Let's split it as keywords. I'll tell you what, let's do the, of course, the line breaks. Then what you want to do is just assign keywords, since that's what we want to do. And then we're going to use the preg underscore split. Then you got your parentheses and your semicolon, and then we're going to have to put in some arguments. So we're going to see on that first one, we want to split it at, no, not, let me see. We're going to say not /s. That means space, not the spaces, which is these little spaces here, not the spaces. So we're going to say slash spaces, or maybe not space. Let's see. We're going to do that, and then we're going to put it, but it's not really, it's just a, it's a delimiter, that's what that is. Okay, let me see. What does it make sense? Let me see. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to say, put this in quotes, which is to be your first argument. Then we're going to go like this, and we're going to say the whatever you're trying to do. So where is it? What's the name of it? We call it the word, $word. I talk a lot, man. Sorry, guys. When I'm doing, I talk even to myself a lot. Say my, see if it'll work. Well, it's not gonna work if you don't look at it. How about if we do, let's do the var dump. Remember the var dump? We'll go like this, and then we're gonna put the $word so we can see $word. Oh my god, that smells delicious. Then we're going to echo this. Remember how we broke it down before? We're going to say echo. We're going to do the pre, because we're going to show you the that will be good. And then we're going to say echo / pre. Then in between here, this is what we're going to put in. We're going to put in print _r, and we're going to put in keywords. Copy. Man, I can smell that ginger. Let me see. All right, let's see what we got. So far we got the word. We went at this. Yeah, we did this. Just gave it to us back. We're gonna do the dump. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do okay. Save. Did I save this? Okay, now I saved. And then we're gonna go here and boom, there you go. So in this situation, right, it says where is it? Forget about these guys here, but you can give me those there, which is cool, which is part of the function. It's pretty nice the way you do that, man. See, what happens is on this one, of course, the var dump will give you what 42 characters, and it gives you the, we've seen that before, right? And this is the value, and over here it says the keyword break. And what you do is you split here, you split where the space is, which is kind of cool, which is really kind of cool. All right, so let's see, how do I turn it back? Turn this back to this. Okay, what we'll use the let's do, I mean, I could do the well, to turn it back, I will have to I'm gonna do that on another time, because you know what, to turn it back I will have to read this stuff, each one, like right here, and like something, I don't know, like what's the name of this thing here, the word, this one here, let's see, another word here, checking right where this. Don't you like how we're experimenting and finding out things? How about if we do echo and whatever that is, name, right? And then we'll say, let's do 0. So, will it give it to us? Sure it does. See, number 1. Remember I told you that you do the string, and then the string uses the string and makes it into an array. It's weird, I know, it's just a weird thing. Little weird tricks. So it takes that, it says, oh, number 1. How about if we do number 1? Let me see. Let's say 1. Because that 1 means I want to see this one. So we could do this. How about this? Well, check this out. I didn't want to do it, but okay, fine. See? Love. So what we could do, right? I mean, now that we're kind of playing with this, how about if we do this? We do copy this, right? Let's make this a 0, and let's add it. Let's add it together. We could do this to add it together, right? I said we just leave it like that. We don't have to worry. But let's see. Let's see it both ways. Let me see, how many do we have? 4. What is it? 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So over here you say 1, you got 2 right here. You got 3. You can do the 4 each too. Remember the 4 each? 3, 4, like that. And if you check it out, boom, there you go. See, it's, although they took away the space here because you didn't apply, but we can just fix that by adding like this. Look, we can say like that. We'll do the first one anyway. Let's see, does it have one? Let me see, 1, 2. Let's do the second one. So we'll do here, we'll say, and a dot. Save it. And there you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're gonna put it over here too. But you get the point. You could even use the for each, like for each, like that. And you could do something like that. See what I mean? And then, you know, this type of thing, and you can put this stuff in here where it prints out each one. For each one, print it out. Easy stuff that you can do. All right, so let's get on to another function. Like, remember the multi-dimensional arrays? You know, those are arrays that contain other arrays. So it has different levels, and you want to read them. This is sort of, all I'm giving you is little pieces of, because I have to count. Hold on, I'm going to give a sip of my coffee. People have been asking, blah, blah, blah. They'll say, okay, I'll do a video just breaking some of those things down. This is kind of what I'm giving you. So let's do animals. Let's do array this time. And what we want to do is we're going to move this down. And then within here, I'm going to put arrays. So I'm going to say array, comma. I'm going to break it down and put it in a separate array, comma. How about array, comma. Oh, maybe one more. Yeah, one more. Array. You can even put, you don't really, it doesn't really have to, but it doesn't bother, but you can put it. Sometimes you get this weird, so if you put a comma, it kind of avoids, you can go either way. Let's move this out of, so this particular belongs to that, and you got all this. Now in here, I want to put some bunch of, let's say, horse is my favorite animal. I just always been afraid of them, really. And I did once rode one of those Central Park things, but not Central Park, up there in the Bronx, the Pelham Parkway. So let's do our cat. Dodo has cats. 23 and I don't know, 26, who cares? Then we have dog, my favorite, one of my men's best friend. I love dogs too. I had a pit bull, German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, and a Dachshund. Even a, what you call those dogs that look like, I forgot what they are. That was a real crazy one. Okay, let's see, 14, maybe I could put that, gives a crap. And let's do bear, and let's say comma, 25, I don't know, 16. Okay, so you got this, right? So now you got an array with a bunch of arrays in it. So so we could see it better, remember, because we always said, let's try the pre. Oopsie daisy. We do this, and then you do this, and then this. Alright. Now, what we want to do is we want to print _r. And we're going to put this animals in there, this array. Let's stick it right in there. And let's close it up. Oh man. Save it. Let's see what it looks like. Boom, there you go. You got an array with a bunch of arrays, and look how it breaks it down. All right, so then what we want to do is, hey, I want to loop through them all. So I'm going to say remember I talked to you about the for loop, which has four. Let's see. Let's do this. So this here. And then within here it has three different things. It does three different things for you. So it assigns a value to your first array. So you want to initialize it. Just put 0. Right? So you're going to say $row equals to 0. Then you're going to say semicolon. Right? Now it starts another thing because now you want to check things out. So you're going to say $RD. Is it less than or greater than how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then you go semicolon. And of course, remember how we talked about you can do a loop. You can do something like this. Let me show you. A equals, A plus 1. Get it? So if this A is 3 and you ran like a $3 and you ran this, then A will become 4. And on and on and on. You put it in a loop, that's what it does. So, but to do it more easier, you can even do this, look. $A plus plus, we talked about that already. It gives you this, and then it adds this, and if you want to print it again, it gives you the increase. And I think we talked about that. Now, within that loop, because we're going to go through that top loop, this loop right here, that's what this does, right? Because it has 4 different. But within that loop, we're going to do loop. See, you're going to read this loop. You're going to read this first one, but then you got to read this first one of that loop. But in that particular array, you got 4 values. Now you got to go through all these. You look at this, it jumps, gives you this. Then it says, oh, okay, let's give me this, then give me this, then give me this. Then it jumps and then gives you this. Then it says, give me this, give me this, give me this, and so on and so on. So this is the way to do it. Make sure you copy this and save it because you can use this for even with the, I think I showed you guys how to do the bubble sort. It's kind of same idea, but this is more like looping through a multi-dimensional array. Of course, that's what we're talking about. So let's go off like that, and then we do this. And let's move it down. Now, this could be a little tricky, so we have to be very careful how we do this. Let me see. Since we're talking about that first row, now we're going to use this one, and then we're going to talk about each column. So what we'll do is we'll use the $column. You can call it whatever you want. And remember, we're going to use the same thing. Same thing. You're going to say $column, and then you're going to say, is it greater than 3? And then you're going to say, oh, look, $column plus plus. And then you got that, and of course you got this. I'm gonna put a little space here so you don't get yourself confused. Now you read that first one. Now you're gonna go through that 1, 2, and 3, right? You're gonna go through this one, and this one. So you're gonna here. Let's make it easy. Let's do something that's easy. Let's echo the damn thing. So we're gonna say echo animals, and then what we do is we take that first one, the $row. $row, like that, right? So basically you're using, where are we? Where is it? Well, we can do this. So you're gonna do the $row, right? So you're gonna read that first one, and that first one has 1, 2, and 3. That's what that what this is. But you need to get to these guys because you're gonna loop through these guys too, right? And you want to look at them. So then you say $column like this, and then semicolon, right? Then we're gonna do. Let's see what it looks like before we do anything, because I always throw. You know, when you like the way we have it here, and we have these extra commas, but I got that last one there. You know, well, I want to print this stuff, but I don't want to have that last one. Let me see if we can do something with that. We could probably just leave it out, but if you did, for some reason, PHP kind of acts a little weird. That's why a lot of people leave that little comma behind on that last one. But anyway, let's just see what it looks like. Did not like what I did. Why is that? Did I misspell something? Use of undefined constant animals? 21. Where is it? Oh, right here. Dollar. Ain't you glad? Look, we got an error and now we're fixing it together. Uh-oh, this is a problem. There it goes, right here. Ah, ooh, that looks ugly. So we'll do this. We're gonna do this, right? We're gonna run that, and then we're gonna do that if column. So I mean, we can see this. Horse 2 1 2 1. That's just the first one. All right, so let's do this. This would be 4. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. No wonder. You guys should have told me sooner. Let's see. And boom, there you go. Horse 1 2 2. That looks ugly. Yeah, it looks ugly. How about if we add? Let's do. Let's see what we can do here to make it. Not that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna use. What is the name? What is the actual? Let it jump down to the line. Let's see. Boom. See, horse 1, 2 2, cat 1 2 2. So that's what that does. Okay, so what we do now, you already know what the deal is. So let's get this out the way. You don't need this anymore. Just want to see. All right, let's go and do something to help out with this situation. So we'll do something like if, like this, and then let's do the else. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom. This belongs to that. That belongs to this. That belongs to that one. Okay, good. Let's say $, colon is greater. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, here it goes. Greater or equal to 2. And then over here we're going to put something. What should we put? We're going to say echo. Remember how we tried to put it up here? It looked kind of ugly. Well, let's do it this way. Okay, we're gonna say echo do I love you, and you say else. You say echo. Remember, because we want those. Where is it? We want these guys too. So let's do that. Let's say echo, and then we'll do this. Maybe add a little space. What do you think, guys? A little space, maybe? And then semicolon. Save it. Let's see what we got. Gotta make sure. Let's put this up there. Let's move this up there too. Let's move that. Alright, let's see. First it goes through this guy. Then it's going to run from these, the first one, then it's going to go through him, and then him. Okay. And it keeps on and on and on. And this is a good one. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Boom! There you go. And it took out that last. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. Damn. Damn, I'm good. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Don't forget, guys, keep this. You can use this for a lot of different things. So let's go back to the animal thing. Since we're here, let's continue with this. Maybe we could take away these spaces. I just did that so you can see it. Kind of leave it like that. Let me see. You can get that one out. Okay, let's do it like that. All right, so this one goes with us. Let's put a space here. Okay, let's do the what we got here. We got the. We'll do it as a normal. Let's take this guy. Let's move this. I'm gonna put it over here. What the heck? And we're gonna get rid of. We're gonna keep. Let's keep this. Get it. Did he? Oh man, let's maybe take that out. Take that out. Uh-oh. Take that out. Take that out. How about we just put it on the same line? You don't have to, but looks better, right? And just wait a minute. Why is this? Why I kept that? That needs to go. That needs to go. And that needs to go. Boom, like that. We'll keep it like that. And then we're gonna echo it. Let's do it. We'll do this. Copy. Stick it in here. There it goes. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Should we keep this? Let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's take all that out. Okay, so that's good. Let's see. Boom, like that. All right. So then we want to. That's what that is. That's how you look for it. Now, let's try something else. Let's see how how that looks. That's pretty good. Whenever you want to read something, remember we talked about it. Just say echo dollar animals. Like that. Boom, gives you the horse. Remember that one? So what I'm going to do is create one but with numbers. So let's say we do, you can leave that there. What the heck? Get rid of that. We're going to say, I don't know, num, since we're dealing with numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need to, that makes it a little longer, right? Then you want to echo. Now remember we talked about the end command, this one, and what it does, it gives you the end, the last one. Well, I'm going to show it to you again. Echo. I'm going to say end num. Oops. Num. And let's save it. Give me 8. See? 8. There's other ones too, but I'll show you that in a bit. You know? So this gives you like the current value, you know. So let's do the let's try doing, I don't know, back to the horse maybe. Let's do the horse. I like the words. Let's do this. Let's say we do, I believe those are names. So we'll say something like dollar names. Let's, we'll just keep this one. We'll just keep this one. Animals, right? So we wanted to see, remember how we showed you this? Gives you that. But I want to see, how about the current one? Like, so the current one would always be like that. So let's see, we go like this. We see current. I don't use this to tell you the truth, but it's good to know. It's good to know these things. Copy. And save it. Let's put a little space here. Echo. Man, my voice keeps going away. When I think I'm beating it, it comes right back. So the more I speak, the more worse it gets. Sucks being old, man. See, the current one will always be that first one. That's the current run. If you wanted to see like the next one, how about if we just cut this? Let's open this up and let me show you some other ones. What the heck? Let's see. What else do we have? We got current. We got next from the current. What's the next from the current? We also got prev, like for previous. So if he was doing this, right, you got, let's check it out. Whoop. Let's put these little spaces here. Boom, see? The current one is horse, but the next one to the horse is what? Cat. Then you say, oh, I want the previous horse again. Isn't that cool? You can even reset it too. It's like a reset. Let's say you like somehow you on to the back because you mentioned that you want to look at the last one, this one, the end. Let's put these little things in, man. Just keep it, make a note. And of course it gives you the bear, right? It's the last one. But if you want to reset, let's say you did it, well, what you can do is reset. So you can say echo reset, and that will go to boom. Let's do echo. Boom. See? Give you the whole thing again. This is your current, this is your next, this is your privilege, the priv from that. Then you say, I want the end. Give you the bear. Then you say, well, I want to reset it. And it goes right back to horse. Really good stuff. You might be able to use some of these things. It depends on what you're doing. If you're writing, like creating things, and you say, I want to do this, I want to do that, and what's the best way to do it? What these commands will help you get there. Well, we reached the end. If you enjoyed this video and you learn about the events of different functions, these are functions that people were asking me like lately. Like, haven't you seen my PHP? Oh, I watch a lot of PHP videos and I'm gonna have to go find it. I mean, you're right here, can't you just? And I do explain it to them, so I figure, all right, let me make another video with these little teeny things that I got asked. And if you like it, just hit the like button and subscribe, please, because that really helps me out. I'm just starting out. I'm just an old guy who's trying to make a living. I mean, I do a living doing other things because I am a freelance guy, but I also like to make money in other ways. And I love to teach, to tell you the truth. I'm glad that my friend gave me that little, boost by giving that little light bulb ding. Anyway, so if you like, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. That really helps me. But until next time, a good